Well, hey folks, pt.7 here. Welcome back to the channel. What are you paying wages for now? And welcome back to Minnibrunn Farm. Yes, indeed, I'm just getting our cornfield replanted. There we go. Alright. Now we're at that awkward part of the field where I kind of gotta worry about wrecking the equipment and doing the field at the same time. Okay, there we go. Do hope everyone is doing well. It is turning out to be a pretty decent series. Like, I enjoy this farm so far. We haven't run into any major kind of... What is that? That almost looks like a mist part, doesn't it? Curious. Yeah, as I say, so far the map seems to be running fairly well. When I first went to light it up, I basically just added it to what was already there. But it didn't like something that I had in the mod folder, because it wouldn't actually start. Yeah, not good. So I took everything out and then just put back in the, you know, the things I just cannot play without, like the real-time clock. I do like to have that. It gives me some concept of, well, the real time. Although I do actually have a clock on my desktop now, which, first time for everything. But no, not too long ago I actually replaced my, the old set of Logitech speakers that I got out of a thrift store, believe it or not. I mean, they were nice, they worked great, they still work great, actually. But I replaced those with a sound bar. Okay, this one's going to be a bit weird. And the soundbar just happens to have a clock on it, so yeah. Well, this one's not quite going to do what the others have. Every other tool so far I managed to actually finish this row. Yeah, so now I have a clock on my desktop. And I was going to use the Logitech speakers on my TV so I wouldn't have to turn my surround system on if I wanted to actually hear anything. Because flat screen TVs are wonderful, but you gotta expect if something's an inch thick at the widest point, it's probably not got the best speaker system in it. Because one way or the other, for the most part, speakers do need to be able to push air to work properly. So, but yeah, it's oddly enough, for some reason, I can't figure out what that reason might be, and even after YouTubing and such wonderful things as that, I can't get auxiliary speakers to work on my TV. So it sits there plugged in but makes no noise. Alright, now... I could have turned a little better than that. Now we're okay. I was worried I might hit the tree. So even though I just put fertilizer on this field, it is, oddly enough, as you can see, we're down to 38%. It is most certainly adding another layer. So yeah. But either way, too late to do anything about it now, because we are done. Alright, now we gotta hope we can actually get back in one piece. Because this particular planter does not, in any way, shape, or form, fold up. So, yeah. So as I mentioned last time, I have ordered myself a new processor. I thought it was, whoa. About time to, well, there we are. Now we only hit one of them. About time that I upgraded. I'm currently running a 4-core, 4-thread, 6th generation i5. We're, of course, now up to 11th generation, so yeah. Getting a little long in the tooth, and as more and more programs, including the new farm simulator, by the way, from what I've had explained to me, but as more and more games, programs, etc. come to rely on multi-threading, it's starting to work out, of course, that the more threads you have, the better off you'll be. So I'm going from a 4-core, 4-thread to an 8-core, 16-thread CPU. And, oh, this isn't the best parking job. Oh well, turned out okay, still got it parallel. Alright. Now, might as well turn off our bacons. Let's wander up here. And let's have a look at the state of things. Okay, that says it's ready to harvest. Appears to be that way all the way across. Whereas this guy is still in a state of, well, you can harvest me, but I'm not ready. Although you can see it's in full bean, so it's not like it's still flowering. How about our spaditos? How are they doing? Oh, they're flowering, so they've still got a little bit of time. Yes, indeed. Which is a good thing, because we need to more than likely lease the equipment to cut those potatoes down. So that's going to be money. We also have to spend some money here to get this guy equipped with a front loader and shovel, which in fact I'm not sure what I was hearing, but I thought it was the engine of the tractor. It obviously was not. Alright, let's throw the weight on the back. And let's go do what we all love to do. Let's go spend some money. Ooh, that was close. Oh, that is a fence. I didn't notice the, yeah. You're like, how could you miss that? It's a 2-foot thick wide, 2-foot wide thick beam. Why am I getting thick and wide? Oh, look at this. We're actually, eek, getting to that point. Okay, well. So bees it. Okay, let's have a look here, shall we? We want loaders of the front type. There we are. Okay, no, we don't want a Johnny Deere. What do we got? Anything special? Not really, eh? What do we got here? 2,730 liters. That looks like about the only one. Just curious. It only does tellies or wheels. Okay. Good to know. So. Okay, and that one's got none. So it looks like... Well, that doesn't make me very happy. Because that means my biggest book only holds that much, 2730. That's not great. Not great at all. Yeah, I think I'd like to look for a bigger bucket. So, there's no, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that is the biggest, is 2730. I mean, it does have a lot of choices, granted. And 27, well, almost 3,000 liters, eh? I wonder. Nah. I'm gonna have a look through the mods. I thought I already had an extra large high tip, but apparently I didn't. The heck with it. I imagine realistically that's probably about as big as a person should go. I mean, look at it compared to this. Even with that weight on the back, we're still not exactly there, are we? Okay. And that does have the high tip. So yeah, let's just, let's go with the flow, shall we? And while we're out and about, come on, little fella. It's him. Let's just go have a look. 42%. Alrighty. So it's going to be a while. We're probably not going to be able to get to that until tomorrow. So I suppose next thing on the agenda. Okay, this is going nowhere fast. Looks like there's one way in and one way out. There we go. Just to get stuff out of the way. Okay. Alrighty, well, I suppose what would be next would be to... Oh. Really? Huh. Oh yeah. Definitely something right there, eh? I think it's just a dip in the ground. Just making sure there isn't any of those magic underground trees or anything there, because those can cause issues. You know, whereas some pieces of gear will kind of skip right over them with very little issue. Others will unfortunately just about tear themselves apart. Alright, I think. Sure. I'm going to, as I don't tend to use it for anything else. There we go. Okay. This isn't going to be one of those. There we go. And last but not least, there we go. Alright, let's get our harvester set up. Wondering, does this actually fold? No. Good enough. That's all I wanted to know. Alright. This is going to be the only harvest we'll get done today, actually. I just realized it's 4:30 in the afternoon, farm time. Okie dokie. Now let's get everything unfolded. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's do this thing. Let's get this a little lower so we get all the beans. All the beans that is the beans. Okay, we should also check and make sure. Enable straw sloth. oating. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, actually. I meant to do that. Yeah. Get a couple of these put in and we won't have to worry about constantly running over our poor spuds. And there he is, the man that was nice enough to buy me Farm Sim 22. Awesome. In playing some 19. So yeah, I'm looking forward to upgrading to a relatively modern system. Now we are 11th gen of Intel processors now, so it is still one generation behind, but from what I've understood, there really wasn't a heck of a lot of improvements between the two, not for the average person anyways. Okay, well we certainly don't need a headland at this end. Oh yeah, I forgot what a beast this thing is for turning radius. Yoo-hoo! There we are, we're halfway across the field. We'll back her up and line her up. Nice. Oh yeah, we can see both sides of this header easy enough. So might as well get in here where we're not sucking in all them little grainy bits. Or beanie bits, I guess, in this case. Seeing as it is soybean. Oh, it's oats, that's right. Soybeans are next door. Okay, it is grainy bits. Or oaty bits. So yeah, I've been looking at... of course, next thing I'll need is a motherboard to put that new processor into. So I'm looking at all the Z490s. And there's lots of them. And will likely, once again, settle upon a gigabyte board. I do like them. I've been using them for years. And, you know, when I originally started, I was pretty much a dedicated Asus, or Asus, depending on how you want to look at things. But yeah, I was pretty much dedicated to that brand. And, then I was building the ex-wife a computer, and, well, her logical way of figuring out what she wanted was it just happened that the motherboard she looked at was a really pretty blue colored, so that was the one she wanted. It turned out it was an MSI, and it is, in fact, only one of a couple of MSI boards that I've built. And I had issues with her board. We had to RMA. And the one that they sent me was fine. The replacement was fine. Oops. Yeah, you gotta put the header back down. Yeah, the new one they sent me was fine, worked fine. Got it up and running, and it worked for, well, I guess, as long as she had the machine. And then I decided it was time to build myself a new computer. And I also bought an MSI board, and guess what? What's up, Dexter? First board, RMA. Back it went. Did not work. They sent me a replacement. Didn't work either. So I sent that one back, and I bought myself a Gigabyte board. And worked great right off the bat. Had no issues. The next PC that I built, I bought another Gigabyte board. That was for someone else. And they absolutely loved it. And quite frankly, I've been using Gigabyte boards ever since. And as I'm not going 11th gen, I don't need to go with the 500 series chipset. I can easily do a 400 series. Because the only real benefit when you get right down to it, as long as you don't go for a B series of board, which can limit your a few things. But yeah, the only real difference other than that is, like I say, whether you can run 11th gen or not, which I'm not interested in. I was only able to get the 10th gen chip because Amazon actually had a payment plan for it. Hang on. What are you on about? Well, what? What? Really? You have an awful lot to say. Yes, I know that everybody misses you too, but, you know. Doesn't mean you gotta be rude, you can be polite about it. And you're done, you're just gonna stick your tail up in the air and walk away like it wasn't your fault? Okay. That's just so typically Dexter. Anyways, yeah. So I've been looking at Z490 boards. And I think I might just go with the Vision D. That's what it's called. Really nice board, really good features, and for some reason really well priced. But I'm thinking that I should be able to cover the cost of the motherboard by selling my old system once the new one's built. As I have the components to pretty much put an entire system together. Or I can just simply sell it as a motherboard and processor. Either way. Because I do have a 4 gig 1050 Ti video card that I can throw into it. I mean, I've got a 952 gig as well, but I wouldn't do that to anybody. The 1050 is still quite capable of playing a lot of 1080p games. And as a 4 gig, it's actually got enough video RAM to play most of them fairly well. Cut that one wrong, didn't I? Oh well, there we go. So yeah, exciting stuff. There he goes up onto his cat tree. Decided all the meowing was getting him nowhere. What time is it? Oh, 11:30. I know what he was meowing about now. Oops. It's kind of, did I just drag straw across the whole thing? No, doesn't look like it did. Yeah, I think he's wondering where his lunch is. Because I get up so darn early during the day. I usually give them lunch about 11. Otherwise, I mean, you know, I get up at 5:30, so they're pretty hungry by the time lunch rolls around because I feed them as soon as I get out of bed. So yeah, 6 hours is a bit long to make them wait for another meal. Oh well. How are we doing here? 83%. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that field beside us is going to be ready until tomorrow, which is probably about the same time as the potato field is going to come due, I think. I should look into what that's going to cost us for leases and such. Ooh, we're also past the half-hour mark, aren't we? Okay. Now, as I won't be feeding oats to my pigs, I'm actually going to sell this crop. So I am. Yeah. Get a couple of trailers, maybe. Or not a couple of trailers, but a couple of combines worth. Let's go grab a trailer. Whoops, getting a little squirrely. Just a little. Alright. And with that, guys, I think I'm going to call the episode. We will finish this off the next time. And then, as I say, I think we're going to sell this crop. So, yeah. Good deal. Alright, hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Would really be appreciated. What else? Yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can always do that as well. And come August's payments, I'm going to be turning the Patreon back on. So, something else to keep in mind. So if you'd like to donate or contribute to the channel, that's an option as well. And there is a link down below. But with all of that self-advertising out of the way, take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now.